Get ready to enter the vortex. The Anal Retentive Housewife, starring Bandita. Today's episode, Out of the Closet.
And welcome to another episode of The Anal Retentive Housewife. I'm Bandita, as always, your host. And this is Sammy. I wanted to show you a clean Sammy because she got a BATH yesterday. So now she's all clean and she has a fresh collar with her name and a little bell so I can find her wherever she is. Because even though she's a little butterball, she can still move pretty quick. And since she sleeps on the bed anyway, it's nicer when she's clean. Isn't that true, Sammy? Yes. Okay, you can go now. Okay, so today's episode is called, I think, Out of the Closet. We're going to do a bunch of closet episodes, mostly because I have a bunch of closets. But we'll start with the easy man closet because the man closet has fewer items and fewer issues, and it's a good one for most people to start with when they're organizing their very first closet. Okay, so we have here the closet, and I just put the dry cleaning back, which means I did not have a chance to totally organize it in terms of shirt type, brand, color, and hanger color. So that's what we're going to do on today's episode. First of all, the closet is looking a little thick, so we need to thin out the herd here a little bit because there's a garage sale coming up, so I want to get rid of some stuff and give the rest a donation and stuff. And you know, who says you can't have, a cart for a home and still be fashionable? So, that's what I always say. And, woo! Today I'm enjoying the fruit of the gods, the grapes. They're like a little juice box made by nature. Good, and good for you. Okay, so, first of all, as an aside, and I don't think you can see these, so I'm going to pull them out, is a belt loop. Now, the belt loop holds belts. You'll notice that this one, of course, as usual, is messed up. Should only have black belts, but an errant brown one has strayed in here. So we'll need to take that out and switch that out. And you have to have more than one belt loop. So we have big loop number 2. And this is for brown belts or rust colored belts or British tan colored belts. In other words, belts that are not black. Again, this is for the men closet. Hey, that looks like my belt. Okay, I guess it's not. Oof. Okay. And then the third belt loop is for weird belts, like a festive ethnic belt that one will never wear, or a belt without a belt loop. In other words, without a buckle. So it's got this weird type of buckle thing, So you can't put that through a loop, so you have to put the loop through the loop, if that made any sense at all. Okay. Now there's a shelf above this that, so there's brackets that actually hold the closet rod. And what I do is I try to organize my stuff between the brackets. So the outside bracket has weirdo sweaters that I got on sale a long time ago. They're Tommy, you know. But there's two of them so they match, so they go together. You always want to button all the shirts all the way to the top, like so. And all hangers should be facing same direction, and all shirts should be facing same direction. See? Okay. And we have matching styles. Same for these, and because these are sweaters that are on a slightly thicker hanger than is my normal allowance for a shirt. You'll also notice, what about these hangers? They're plastic. Why? Because we all saw the movie Mommy Dearest, and we all know, no more wire hangers. No. You can get these like 10 for $1. So, okay, just, start building your collection slowly. I understand if it'll take you a little bit of time. Also, start building your collection from doing shopping at the stores, and you can keep the hanger and maybe return the item later if you want to. And then also, some of the hotels have hangers that you can kind of hang on to because they don't make them with the little, the little loop-de-doo here. They make the full-size loop-de-doo. So, in other words, there are ways to creatively finance your hanger reorganization strategy so that you have no more wire hangers. Okay. Now then, the first thing we do is organize the polo shirts. So, this one I didn't get. It's an Izod, which is so early 80s. The mother got it, but what can you do? It's not a bad shirt. And we'll put the purple ones together. Okay, and we're also going to eliminate any duplicates. Sometimes I buy extra. And by the way, just because these are brand name doesn't mean I didn't pay the lowest possible price for them. Because if you get them in the warehouse store, it's always a good price. So these are pretty much the same. So we'll put one up behind the purple. Hard to tell which one's better. Anyway, we'll put one up and put the other one to the side. And I'm going to save the hanger for use for another day. And we'll put this, you can't really see it, but there's a laundry cart here, because the other important use of a man closet is it can be used to store anything that does not fit into your own closet. Okay. And we're going to make sure again that these are up to standard. In other words, that they're buttoned up, facing the proper direction, and all that good stuff. And I try to normally organize by brand. I don't always succeed, especially since I've been exploring other brands. I was just getting the Polo, but now I have expanded my selection to include Tommy and Ashworth. I don't really get the Cutter and Buck. I don't know why. They didn't have anything good at the warehouse store from them. But the Ashworths are a good brand. And always remember to wear an undershirt if you're wearing a polo shirt that is a little too thin. Here's an example of one with which you'd want to wear an undershirt because the fabric is just a wee bit thin. And it's always a question of, do you put yellow before beige or beige before yellow in the color rainbow that is my closet. And I think I'm going to have to go with white, yellow, then beige. So that covers, I think, all the Ashworth. Oops, one more. Oh, and look, this is on a white hanger, and I keep all the polo shirts on black hangers. Particularly black hangers with a little tab right here. So it's best just to buy the hangers all at once so you have the same kind of hanger. And black and white hangers are really the best colors I don't know why people buy the nasty like powder blue or powder purple ones or pink. Not really sure what the rationale is. Black and white work perfect. These are shirt weight. There's a thicker one that's a pant weight. Okay. Well, somebody's in Ashworth heaven here. Okay. So again, white, then beige, and this is a different brand, so that's why it starts sort of a new category. We'll pull this one out, and these will go with the first category, which are the polos. And those are all slightly darker colors, so it's purple, green, blue, and gray. There's more of the solid, and there's no variation in the color, so it doesn't really matter. And then the white we will put here, you sort of just want the color to flow, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the same schema per shirt type, just as long as there's a general gradation of color. Okay, and again, this is not supposed to be on a white hanger, it's supposed to be on a dark hanger. So let's just see if we can't snarf a dark hanger here. It's also a good time to check shirt sizes. Sorry about that, I stepped out of camera range. Shirt sizes to make sure they're all the same size, and if they are, it's good to see which of the vendors have shirts that aren't standing the test of time. Did they shrink more than you expected? If so, you might want to reconsider where you're buying your stuff. And we'll put this down here. Okay, so now these are the Perry Ellis's, and okay, that looks good. And now, so let me see here, we've moved on to the Tommy section. And again, you can certainly, swing all this financially as long as you buy in bulk and buy at the warehouse sales. So you gotta keep your eye peeled out for the warehouse sales. They're not gonna just come to you. And I think some of the Tommies did not last well. Oh, here's one. Okay. Alright, so that covers the knits. I am already noticing though that not all the knits are in the right kind of hanger type. So we're just going to do a quick review and do a quick search and replace. Because we do want to try to maintain consistency as best we can. And there's nothing wrong with moving stuff around on hangers whatsoever. It's a good way to, however you want to think about it, it's a good way to see what you have, remember, oh yeah, I got this and I forgot about it, or to get stuff ready for donation, or, whatever mental mnemonic you need to convince yourself that this is a good thing to do. Go ahead and, help yourself. Okay, so all these are okay. So now we'll keep the polo shirts on these hangers that are black that have the little tabs. So let's try to remember that for next time. And then since I'm expanding somebody's shirt horizons, I have to try to be a little more selective in how I sort the clothing. Because now I have cotton half sleeve shirts And I also have these Tencel fabric half sleeve shirts. And even though he does not know what Tencel is, I do, and it does affect my decisions in sorting clothing for taking to the dry cleaner. So it helps me out. And plus, this way the next time I go to the store, I know which colors we're missing so we can have the entire color rainbow. Okay, and this was okay, this was not. And if you notice that somebody hasn't worn something too, feel free to, to disappear an item or two, especially if you find something kind of nasty in the closet, like, ooh, this is my favorite shirt from, Boy Scouts or something. Then you can change it if you want to. Trust me, they ain't never gonna notice, ever. And then you say, oops, must have lost it at the cleaners. Especially if it's like a skanky, like pink pants or white pants or, something weird like that. Uh-oh, somebody's emerging from their lair. Okay, so we're done with the polo shirts. Now we move on to half sleeve cotton. So, yes.
I was just seeing how you were doing.
Yes, we
What
are
are you
fine.
doing in my closet?
Yes, we are fine.
No, what are you doing in my closet?
Please leave.
Why are you going through my closet?
I have come out of the closet.
My goodness, okay.
So now we're going to do solid Ralphs. So, and solid Ralphs, let's see, will be on a regular black hanger, no tab. And since I know I've had other polo shirts, I'm going to save some hangers. That's right, I'm going to save hangers and reserve some space. There are placeholders because I know I got more of those shirts somewhere. Just don't recall where exactly at the moment. Yeah, it's also a good way to do inventory. Make sure, somebody didn't borrow a shirt, forget to return it, that kind of stuff. And since I took out the hangers from the time before, it works out really well to put them back in. And I always try to get the same size. I'm noticing the fact that this shirt is a large as opposed to the extra large I normally get, because some people have gotten to be extra large instead of large. But I always size up because these people seem to grow rather quickly, especially right around here. And rather than buying them new clothes, I'd rather save the money and buy me new clothes. That's why I do it. Okay, and it looks like this was a phase where I was buying all large instead of extra large. But it's okay. They're still good. They're not that old. And I think, anyway, they're forgiving, and I get them dry cleaned, so it's not like they're going to shrink. Well, not dry cleaned, laundered. Okay, we got one more blue one. Yeah, so these are all larges, all these solid ones. Wow, so this is working out really well. And again, button the top button only because it, this way, if the shirt, actually this way the shirt won't shift around on the hanger quite as much. Also, some people are of the school of thought that you can wear something twice or maybe even 3 or 4 times before you take it to the cleaners. Don't, because I can tell and I watch, not on purpose, but just you notice what people are wearing, right? And you're like, didn't you wear those like, capri length pants yesterday, boss? So, watch it. Wear full length pants and wash them. Or buy yourself a couple of new ones. $20 a pop is not a bad price. key. Now, as I had mentioned earlier, I got some tencel fabric shirts, and so I want to put those on the white hangers because the tencel is special. And I got a couple of those, and they're of course not here. Actually, there's two of them here. Yeah, they're like rayon polyester, which means that they're going to need to be dry cleaned as opposed to laundered. So even men have shirts that need to be dry cleaned. Yes, ladies, they're finally catching up with us. And anyway, it just helps me, and I know they're softer. And of course, somebody gravitates to the shirts that are going to cost more money to clean. It's just the way they are. They claim that they don't have any expenses, and then they'll claim that, oh, my needs are simple. But when they feel the finer fabrics, they are hooked. And I know some are at the cleaners right now. And then I had previously thought this was tencel, but it's algodon, which is cotton in some other language. So, and also when you're doing this, just pat down the hangers to make sure they're like laying flat and one's not like skewed up or something. And then push them on over. And now I know we're going to need some hangers, and I've got all these half sleeve shirts here. This doesn't even begin to address folding sweaters, putting sweaters away, jeans, shorts, but yeah, this will be a special series. It'll be like the jazz on PBS, but it'll be called the Closet series. Okay, so I'm going to skip forward a little bit to long sleeve shirts. So, because we are allegedly in a warm part of the country, I put the warmest shirts in the back. And depending on the closet needs, I keep the knits on hangers, or sometimes I fold them. So it looks like we're a little short of hangers and hanger space, and this is sort of a knit type shirt. I don't know if you can tell. But anyway, I'm going to save this and fold it later. So, let's see, my next thick shirts are these. So I'll pull these out. You probably can't tell. These are jean shirts. Put those in the back. Then let's see. Again, I try to do it by brand and by collar size. So as somebody starts fitting into his clothing, again. So these are all the Ralphs, and they're all size large, so we'll put them here. Okay, and we're also checking the hangers to make sure we have hanger consistency. Then we'll put the other Ralphs, same type of deal. Notice this one isn't buttoned, so just go ahead and take the time now. Button it up. This one's fine. And let's see, I don't think there are any more Ralphs. Ooh, this one. And then Ralphs have to be divided, like is it Chaps or Polo or Ralph Golf, you know. Okay. Ooh, this one's looking a little nasty. So, the collar somehow has turned yellow. And, oh, those dirty rings. How shall I get them out? When in doubt, toss it out. That's what I always say. Oops. Un momento. Okay. And I'm back. Okay. So these are thicker weight too. So in any case, summer, they keep telling me, is almost here. Okay. Now we will do, probably the next most prevalent item is the Tommies. It's the Tommy shirts. And again, I pull them out just so I can kind of, shake them and make sure they're nice and straight and all that good stuff. I don't know how some of these get faded the way they do, but they do. This is what I get for getting creative with somebody's wardrobe. Now they have too many like other shirts, like the Joseph and Lyman or DKNY. Woohoo! Fancy stuff. Somebody is a Mr. Fancy Pants here. Okay, so we'll put those here next. Okay. And I try to stick within the fabric frame also. And so when I have just assorted shirts, I will put them in cotton and then, like a cotton blend or rayon or what have you. Okay, this one I know is old and small. And now we can kind of space things out a little better. Not bad for half hour's work. Anyway, I'm the Anal Retentive Housewife, saying it's not just a show, it's a way of life.